Hello everyone, and welcome to lesson 19.1B. I've entitled this video, Climate of North Africa. This video is going to cover pages 583 to 586. Climate. What would it be like if it hardly ever rained? That is the situation that many North Africans face. Large areas of the region receive only a few inches of rainfall each year, if that much. Question number 1. What is a huge climate challenge faced by the people of North Africa? The lack of rainfall. As you can see by this map, notice precipitation 0 to 150, and notice nearly all this in this region gets very little rain. Causes of North Africa's climate. The Atlas Mountains play a major role in controlling the climate in the western part of North Africa. These mountains create the rain shadow effect, and I've shown you what the rain shadow effect is here. Moist air blows southward from the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea toward the mountains, so here comes that moist incoming air. As the air rises up the northern slopes, it cools and releases rain. By the time it passes over the mountains, the air is dry. This dry air reaches the interior inland areas, then remains arid. So you can see that rain shadow effect here. Question number 2. Why did the Atlas Mountains play a major role in impacting the climate in North Africa? Because these high peaks basically impede this moist air, which causes the rainfall here, which leaves the air dry as it comes across. So here's the mountain range here. So the air comes in, and then it rains here, and then by the time it gets into here, it's dry. It's arid. The vast inland area of North Africa is dry for another reason. High-pressure air systems descend over areas to the south of the region for much of the year. They send hot, dry air blowing to the north. This air mass dries out the land. On the rare occasions when it does rain in the desert, the southern winds soon follow. They dry the land and leave behind wadis, or dry stream beds. And you can see pictures of these dry stream beds, or wadis, right here. Question number 4. What are wadis in North Africa? Those are those dry stream beds that have been left from all this dryness. Desert and semi-arid areas. Much of North Africa, then, is covered by a desert, the Sahara. Imagine a vast expanse of space, like an ocean, but covered in sand and rock. That is what the Sahara looks like. Spreading across more than 3.5 million square miles, the Sahara is as large as the entire United States, as you can see from the map below. It covers most of North Africa and spills into 3 other regions of Africa as well. Question number 5. What is the world's largest hot desert? It is the Sahara. The largest desert in the world is Antarctica, but the largest hot desert is the Sahara. Question number 6. How does the Sahara Desert size compare to the size of the United States? Well, as you can see, it's as big as the United States, at least our continental 48 United States. The Sahara's vast stretches of sand are called ergs. Strong winds blow the sand about, creating huge dust storms that choke people and animals that are caught outside. The winds also build towering sand dunes. When new winds blow, they can change the shape and size of those dunes. Question number 7. What are ergs in North Africa? Those are the vast stretches of sand. Question number 8. What do strong winds in the Sahara Desert cause? They cause huge dust storms. Ergs cover only about a quarter of the Sahara. In other areas, rocky plateaus called hamadas and rocks eroded by wind are common. Some areas contain oases, areas fed by underground sources of water. Plants can grow in oases, and trade caravans that cross the desert stop at them for needed water. Nomads, people who move about from place to place in search of food, rely on these oases during their travels. They use the plants to graze herds of sheep or other animals. Some people live on oases and grow crops. And you can see different pictures here. Here are the hamadas. Here is an oasis. And here are those nomads. Question number 9. Besides ergs, what are two other features found in the Sahara Desert? You have the rocky plateaus called the hamadas, and you have the rocks that have been eroded by wind. Question 10. What are oases? Oases are areas fed by underground sources of water. So a single one is called an oasis. When they're plural, they're called oases. And here you see that. You can see it's green and lush because of this water in the middle of the desert. Question number 11. What are nomads? Nomads are people who move from place to place in search of food. So they don't stay in one place. They travel from place to place. And along the way, they use those oases in their travels to replenish with water. And they use the plants that are available to graze the sheep or other animals that they are traveling with or using in their journey. In the North Africa part of Sahara, temperatures soar during the day in the summer. They can reach as high as 136 degrees Fahrenheit. During the winter, though, daytime temperatures can drop as low as 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can see how temperatures are going up and are expected to continue to go up as the years go on, as our climate continues to change. Question 12. What can the temperatures range from summer to winter in the Sahara Desert? Well, they can get as high as 136 during the summer and as low as 55 during the winter. Mediterranean and other climates. North of the desert are different climate zones, as you can see pictured from this map. A band of steppes encircle the desert immediately to the north. Temperatures here are high, and rainfall is slightly greater than in the desert. This band extends to the eastern coast. Coastal cities in Libya receive only 10 to 15 inches of rain per year. Alexandria, near Egypt's coast, generally receives only 7 inches of rainfall per year. A Mediterranean climate dominates the western coast, as you can see here. This climate gives the region warm, dry summers and mild, rainy winters. More rain falls along the coast than in the dry interior. Rain amounts are higher in the west than in the east. In the west, they are higher on the mountain slopes than along the coast. Coastal areas of Morocco receive 32 inches or less of rain per year. Mountain areas with highland climates also receive more rainfall, as much as 80 inches per year. Highland climates are found within the mountains. Morocco's Atlas Mountains, pictured here, often are covered by snow in the winter. As hard as it might be to believe, just a few hundred miles north of the Sahara, people can snow ski. And you can see that picture there. Question number 13. What kind of climate does the western coast tend to have? It tends to have a Mediterranean climate, which gives it warm, dry summers and mild, rainy winters. And question 14. What might be surprising to see in Morocco's Atlas Mountains during the winter? Well, just a few hundred miles away from the Sahara Desert, you can see people snow skiing in Morocco's Atlas Mountains. Well, thank you. That's all I have for today. Before you go, of course, what do you call a penguin in the Sahara Desert? The answer? Lost. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.